welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the LA Girl 4Play eyeshadow palettes. If you do want to see a review and a demo, then please keep watching. As a huge favor, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and comment anything down below. I greatly appreciate it. I read all the comments and I'll do my best to reply back. Each palette retails for $5.99 at Ulta Beauty. I do want to read a little bit about these palettes on Ulta's website. LA Girl 4Play Eye Quad All Nighter provides 4 buildable shades, highly pigmented as they are pretty. Smooth and lightweight application. One swipe and you'll be totally addicted to the mix of matte, shimmer, and foil finish. There are 6 palettes in total. I purchased 2 out of the 6 shades. We're first going to start off with the pink palette. Here's a closer look on what the packaging looks like. It says LA Girl 4Play Eyeshadow Palette. This palette is called Feel Good. You get 0.11 ounces or 3.2 grams of product. This was made in China and it has an 18-month shelf life. Here's what all 4 colors look like. Let's see what the first shade swatch is like. Ooh, this is so soft in the pan. Here's what the first shade looks like. Let's blend it out. This shade looks a little bit chalky. Let's see what the second shade swatch is like. I'm not impressed by that swatch. I think this shade is one of their foiled shadows. Again, very super soft in the pan. This shade looks like a lid topper. I like the shimmer reflect. Let's see what the last shade swatch is like. Again, very soft in the pan. That's the pigmentation I was expecting from this palette. Here's what all 4 shadows look like swatched on the back of my hand. Taking a clean fluffy brush, I'm going to dip into the first shadow. I'm getting a tiny bit of kick up in the pan. Applying that in my crease, going back and forth, doing windshield wiper motions. This shade looks like chalk. Using that same brush, I'm going to dip into the second shade. This shade doesn't have much fallout. Applying this in my crease, going back and forth, doing windshield wiper motions. I love the way that blended out. Taking my finger, I'm going to dip into the third shadow. Pack this all over my lid. Wow, that's pretty. I wasn't expecting that shimmer shade to pop like it did. It's gorgeous. Using that same brush, I'm going to lightly dip into the last shadow. I know it's super pigmented. Gently tap it on my outer V. Here's how the eyeshadow look turned out. It came out very beautiful. Here's what the neutral palette looks like. This shade is called Seduce. Here's what all 4 colors look like in this palette. Let's see what the first shade swatch is like. Again, it's very soft in the pan. You can barely see this shade. I'm going to build it up. Again, it blends in with my skin tone. Let's see what the second shadow swatch is like. Again, super soft in the pan. Here's what the black shade looks like. Here's what it looks like blended out. Let's see what the second to last shade looks like. This shade has more base to it versus this shade in the first palette. Let's see what the last shade in the palette looks like. Here we have a bronze. That's beautiful. I love the way that blended out. Here's what all 8 shadows look like. Taking a clean crease brush, I'm going to dip into the first shadow. Again, I'm getting a tiny bit of fallout. Applying this in my crease, going back and forth. That blended out beautifully. Using my finger, I'm going to dip into the last shade. Apply this all over the lid. That brown shade is stunning. Taking a flat brush, I'm going to dip into the second shade. Again, I'm getting some kick up. Applying this shade to my lash line. I love the way the black shadow looks as liner. I didn't attempt to wing it out because I'm not good at drawing a wing. I did get a tiny bit of fallout. I'm going to clean that up later. Using a pointed pencil brush, I'm going to dip into the second to last shade. Apply this in my inner corner. That gold in the inner corner is beautiful. Here we have both eyeshadow looks. For mascara, I'm going to apply the Essence I Love Extreme Volumizing Mascara. For lips, I'm going to apply the Wet n Wild Rose Comforting Lip Color in the shade Taffy Daddy. Here's what everything looks like. Let me know in the comments down below which side was your favorite. This side or this side. I like the color story of these eyeshadow palettes. I just don't like the formula. There's a ton of kick up. Plus, I didn't like how the shades swatched on the back of my hand. It was very inconsistent. Normally, LA Girl's bigger palettes, I don't have any issues. I'm not sure if they changed the formula. I just don't like it. Let me know in the comments down below if you plan on picking up these palettes. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.